What on earth?
I don't know what they are, but
That is. Who told you this? Who told you about
saw on
these?
the Facebook page. Gee, there's some weird mushrooms in the church garden.
What on earth?
She and I say somebody else says, I went to have a look as well because I thought it was litter. But like, get right in and
What? They're crazy. There's some weird looking mushrooms. Alright, I'll try and hit them up with this little syrup. Alright guys, welcome back to Naked Exposure. So, just now I'm in somewhere called Ullapool. It's about an hour and a half away from where I'm living at the moment in Gairloch. It's this little seasidey place. It's pretty nice. I've just spent the day photographing with my Nikon F80 with some Color Plus 200 rated at 100 ISO. And I've been waiting on the light literally all day. I don't know if you can see there now. There's like a complete rainstorm going on there and the light's breaking through. I think I just got a really nice shot. Might actually take a picture of that as well just now. Looks really cool. Alright, so a few weeks have passed since all of that footage and stuff that I'm showing you. I had to wait so long on this film to arrive. It felt like a lifetime. I had to wait 2-3 weeks because COVID in England, lockdown. Anyway, I'm gonna let past me go back to explaining in a second, but I just thought I would say that the F80, you know, if you're just wanting a quick little sum up, a quick little summary, it's a cheap feeling camera, it's made of plastic, it was a consumer-based camera, not made for professionals, but having in my hand here the F100, the big premium top F of the same time, the F80 is just a really great value for money, considering you get the price ranges between like 30 to 60 pounds and you can chuck on any modern autofocus lens. The quality is absolutely beautiful, and I think like looking at the pictures you would agree, they just look amazing, and it's because of the modern coatings and the modern glass and all this, it outdoes any Pentax K1000, Canon E1, Nikon FM2 with old lenses, you know, like 1960s, 70s, 80s lenses. These like modern coatings with the modern lenses just looks insane on film. Like I'm using a super cheap budget friendly lens, you know, the 35mm 1.8G DX crop sensor lens. This brand new, this lens is like £130, made for APS-C digital cameras, not full frame film. Still works and does a fantastic job and is sharper than any film camera lens I own, has better color rendition, and that's just because of, you know, age, maturity, all these kind of things. So yeah, you really can't go wrong with it. And I just want to go back to old me talking about it. I'm dressed like this just now because I just planted some trees today. My parents in the garden were planting like 2,000 trees in the garden. So yeah, that's a story for another time. Cool camera, really great camera. And let's go back to me, show off more pictures with some music and just show you what it's all about. Fun camera, couldn't recommend it enough. It's a point and shoot. It's just a big fat point and shoot. Imagine it's like, I was about to say like the Contax T-Tube on steroids, but it's more than that because it doesn't, the quality of that comes nowhere close to what these offer, you know. If you own some professional lenses for the Nikon F mount, just get this. Like you can easily afford it, you know, that's it. Yeah, so when you're looking into buying like a Nikon autofocus modern film camera, you've basically got 3 options, is in my opinion what it comes down to. You have the Nikon F80, the F90X and the F100. Those are the 3 that I would basically recommend that are in reasonable price territory. While the F100 is like the top league of that price range. It's like a £200 camera. The F90 is like a £70 camera, and the F80 is about £70 as well, probably on the same term. But I would recommend, first off, if you're to go between the F90X and the F80, the F80 is definitely what I would choose, just because it offers multiple exposure mode And yeah, I think that's the only advantage it really has. It does have cheaper build materials than the F90X, but that multiple exposure mode is incredibly useful. Like if you're just wanting to overlap frames on the same negative, the F90X does not give you that option whatsoever. And I think that is very useful. Like I think it is a very valuable feature because it gives you a choice of experimental photography, and especially when you've got a meter that's that good on the camera and a lens that's that good, having multiple exposures is really cool and important. And obviously if money wasn't an option though, F100 is still the king, is still the king. From having owned it myself, I had experience with it, and having used it, it's made so well. It's made like, I don't know, it's just such a premium, nicely made feeling camera. And it comes down to if you can afford it, get it. But does it give you any other functionality compared to an F80? No. You're gaining nothing from owning the F100 over the F80 besides bragging rights and also just having a camera that maybe looks and feels a bit more professional and premium. But if you can just get over that and just accept the boundaries that you have with your budget or with the camera, the F80 offers you literally everything you need with a Nikon camera and allows autofocus. You know, if you go lower than an F80, an F70, an F50, they don't let you have autofocus on modern G lenses like the one that I've got. My camera is just there. But yeah, that allows me to use my G lenses with autofocus, which is vital. You know, I had an F50 before because I picked it up in a charity shop for £2. It's not a good camera, really not a good camera. There's no comparison. If you're wanting to get the best affordable starting camera in the Nikon good line of autofocus film cameras, F80 is the one. And yeah, I think the shots speak for themselves. Like as you've seen from the images, they look incredibly sharp. The colors are good, and as I said, it's all down to your lens. But if you want a modern lens with modern coatings and a modern autofocusing system, you're gonna blow out the competition of like old Canon 81s, Pentax K1000s, because that's just how it goes. You know, like 40 years progression in coating technology and lens technology allows the cameras to get amazing results, even if you're using a cheap, I don't know, kit lens like an 18-55 APS-C kit lens. You can still chuck it on something like the F80 and get mind-blowingly sharp results. So yeah, it's a fun camera. I basically just judge this F80 as like a point and shoot. It literally is just a big fancy heavy point and shoot. You can just chuck it in aperture priority, keep it at 2.8 out and about, and just boom 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 shoot, and you know you're gonna get really sharp, nice, colorful results. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, when I was chucking this video together and look at the clips again, I realized I wanted to explain again just how easy it is to scan this stuff, because like Color Plus is kind of my go-to film for easy home scanning because it scans super well. You know, usually I can just chuck it in and kind of get what I want. But with the F80 along with Color Plus, literally just clicking the pre-scan button, seeing what the scan looks like, I have to do basically no adjustments. The only adjustments I do is maybe the exposure was a little bit off and I'll pull it up or down, and that's it. I don't touch the colors, the saturation, the contrast, anything. I just scan the image, chuck it in Lightroom and remove dust if I can be bothered. Sometimes I leave the dust if I think it works. It can be a lot of work. But yeah, good combo, really good combo. F80 just, images come out really nice and just scan very well, because as I said, with that, like the way it renders color and even black and white, it's really easy to work with. And if you're wanting easy results, you know, with a steroid point and shoot, just it's a no-brainer. I feel like I've said that a million times now, but it's a no-brainer. It's really good, it's really fast, it's really easy. You can get your own little film journey for super cheap. Just all you need is Color Plus, a little 50 1.8 lens, you're good to go. Any situation you can shoot, you can get good results. Send it somewhere to get developed for like £3.50, whatever. Oh, do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? At the end of the day, it just all comes down to what is your style and what do you like. Like if you like older cameras and you know the antiqueness and the vintageness and just like the history of film cameras and just how different it is to today's photography, something like the F80 doesn't feed that sort of hunger, you know. It really doesn't. It is a really fun camera. It's a really amazing camera. If you were a studio photographer, you could use it. If you worked with clients, with professional work, you could use it. If you just wanted to have fun daily shooting moments with your family, give it to your kids to let them take pictures. It's able to do all of these things and do them to like the most stellar quality imaginable in 35mm. But it's not, you know, it's too modern. It's too close to home of what we have just now. which is good for a lot of cases, and some people really want that, you know, they want to be able to have a camera which is just easy to switch between their digital workflow and their film workflow, and something like the F80 is perfect for that. But for me, it's more of a camera when I'm just relaxing, or when I'm really just having no pressure and just, I don't know, just enjoying shooting. But it doesn't really feed the hunger for like a daily camera, but I understand that for some people it would. I'm always just going to be the type of guy who chooses something like an older camera, whether it be a rangefinder or like an SLR. I just prefer like the really old cameras, the materials, like the metals, the slowness, using everything's got like a nice click and clang to it. So yeah, if you think it would work for your style, and if you can find one cheap, definitely get it. If you own the 50 1.8, if you own like an 85mm 70-200, 24-70, just pick it up. I picked mine up with a battery grip for £30. Incredible deal, incredible deal. People like Shoots with Coops on YouTube, he recommends the F80, you know, over the F100 as well. I would agree, just a great camera, and I want to thank you for watching. I just wanted to give a little example, explanation. Sorry about it being a bit all over the place. I waited 5 weeks for those pictures. I took those pictures 5 weeks ago. I lost the momentum, lost files and stuff. We made it work. Anyway, subscribe, new videos soon. Leave a comment if you've shot an F80, if you're getting one, and yeah, see you in the next one.